Wow, what a journey, guys. You guys are the real heroes, the real fans, staying around for a second length. What is this, episode 1? Okay, cool. Hopping back in. You had just completed a quick fire that, honestly, because you waited through all that, we're going to give you those horrible prizes. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. Yes, the gorgeous suite of GE appliances. We love that. Beautiful. Well, let's dive in because that was stupid, right? Right?
That was an experience, and I'm glad that we went on that journey together.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. Okay, so here's what we have going on for a quick fire. We have swallows. So
Delicious.
we've got a whole Nigerian food challenge, which is awesome. Swallows, I'd never known, like, I guess the technical definition. It's kind of just any sort of like steamed bread type thing you can use to sop up like a Nigerian stew. That kind of
love to sop. If you know Reka and I, you know we love to sop.
If you two love to sop, drop it in the chats. Wait, you missed the quick fire? Oh my god, they didn't see the quick fire. It feels disingenuous to have Naajia do it again.
It would be absolutely unhinged to have Naajia do it again.
Well, tell what the highlights were. Naajia hates peas.
I do.
Wow, people are calling for it again. Okay, Naajia, I'm just going to ask you 10 rapid fire questions that I think of right now on the spot, and you have to
we'll let you know
okay?
that it was a nail biter. Naajia got it at the buzzer, and we just had to give it to her. So here you go.
Yeah. Okay. Naajia, what's your favorite fast food restaurant?
It's probably In-N-Out.
What do you order In-N-Out?
I like to get a cheeseburger and fries.
Give us one weird fact about you.
My birthday is on Halloween.
What is something that you want to learn how to cook?
I really want to know how to make, it's my favorite Korean dish, solongtang. It's oxbone soup.
What's the best place you've been on vacation?
Probably Seoul.
What is one thing you want to accomplish before you die?
Oh my gosh, I want to go to Japan.
How do you like working with me?
It's the best ever.
What do you think of Sporked as a whole? What do you think of our what do you think about us?
I think that it's amazing to work with all of you guys, and I love crying laughing at work every day.
Least favorite dinosaur.
Least favorite dinosaur.
The one that looks like he's wearing a helmet, because sir, what are we doing?
How hot are Jordan and Reka?
Oh my gosh, actually making me insecure. That's how hot.
What the hell? Okay, you won again.
You won again. Thank you, Naajia.
Honestly, incredible. Yeah, we're sorry for the blip on all this quick fire stuff, but honestly, you get kind of like a little special treat where
that was a fun special treat.
Making up questions on the spot, and that's a cool. I had to have been 10 questions. I saw it.
It was. I counted.
I saw it. Get us in the chat if that was.
What are you talking? Kendall's lying right next to me, and she's wrong. Yeah, and for people asking Naajia how it is working with me, Kendall, you're so toxic. Kendall's so toxic. Yes, Elaine asked how it is working with me, Naajia. You answered that in my quick fire, but I also love working with Naajia. It's kind of interesting because Reka's my top chef wife and Naajia's my work wife. So
your work husband. We went over that.
That's true. Oh yes, of course. Yes. I always forget the hierarchy of the office. But either way, Naajia and I are married when it comes to the office. Kendall knows, she's okay with it. But yeah, Naajia and I have been fast friends since day one, so I'm happy she's on the show.
Yes, and I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you.
We're excited. We're so excited.
Also, I'm doing the show from my bed because I did pinch a nerve in my back this morning, so I feel horrible.
I hope that you feel better.
Thank you. Yeah, if anyone wants to give me like sympathy or like gifts or praise, I don't know, you know?
Sure.
That's it.
I like that. Sorry, I'm doing a rapid fire I'm doing a rapid quick fire in the chat.
Wait, I want to answer. My favorite dinosaur is also the one with the wings. My favorite thing I ate today was this sushi that Kendall brought me for lunch. My favorite thing Tom doesn't wear on his feet is socks. My favorite vacation was to Barcelona. My favorite movie with Laura Dern is, oh my gosh, I have to say Jurassic Park because I can't think of any others. My favorite meat is chicken. My favorite vegetable is an onion. My favorite dishware is, I don't know, Pyrex? Is that the question?
Okay.
Rika, hurry up.
Get out of here.
You have two more. There we go. Oh, sweet regular potatoes for sure. And Rika, we're very hot.
Yay, thank you.
Rika, you do it now.
Oh my God. Okay. Favorite dinosaur, Triceratops. Favorite thing I ate today. I had some borscht and some Danish rye toast. Okay. Favorite thing Tom doesn't wear on his feet. Sacks. Favorite vacation, Tokyo, Japan. Favorite movie with Laura Dern. I guess Jurassic Park. Favorite meat, mock duck. Favorite vegetable, onion. Favorite dishware. I love a mug. Number 9, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, sweet potatoes. And how hot are during the makeup? So hot it makes me uncomfortable.
Oh my God. I can't believe none of us could think of a Laura Dern movie.
Well, I don't watch any movies. I think I've seen 2 movies.
That's true. Rika hates movies, which is the weirdest thing about her. It's like one of the biggest things we don't agree on and can't do together.
You know? All right, let's go on to this episode. Swallows. They're making them, they're eating them. So we've got 3 types of swallows they're working with. Ian, which is made of yams, Amala, which is made of green plantains, and Eba, which is made of cassava. So the quick part is to make a dish that complements one of these Nigerian swallows to kind of be dipped. And I think this is a really cool challenge. They didn't even have to make the swallows. And here are some of the dishes we got. Jackson, who did again state that he cannot taste, made snapper with tomato sauce and herb salad.
This looked really good.
That was good. Okay, Luke made chicken thighs with bitter greens and dried crayfish broth.
This also looked good.
Good to me. Okay. Buddha made shrimp and guinea fowl with peanuts and fried plantain.
This looked so, it looked so good. Have either of you had guinea fowl?
Haven't.
I haven't either. Okay.
I love a very peanut forward dish though. So when they kept talking about how many peanuts were in it, I was like, cool.
I love that. Rika, I have this cookbook that has a recipe in it that's like a black-eyed pea peanut stew that's really good, and you should make it.
Okay. Naajia, what were you gonna say?
Sorry, I was saying that I remember the dishes that stood out to me visually, and the peanut one was definitely one of them. And I remember the 2 guest judges that they had on.
Yes.
Singing high praise. Yeah.
Making little nicknames for him. I loved it.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
Nick made okra stew with chicken thighs and crab. It has a whole fucking crab in it, it looks like. And
I love that.
I heard, we heard the rumors it was too sweet. Ashley made, oops, that's a picture of Sassy. Ashley made Sukuma wiki with grilled shrimp.
This looked good.
Looked good. It looked like a little drier than the other items that they were sauteing up.
It was very leafy, right?
It was very leafy. Damar made scotch bonnet and shrimp stew with diced pineapple. That sounds so good.
Yum.
Oh my God. I love when you can just tell something already has sweet salt and spice in it just from looking at it.
Yeah.
Evelyn made tamarind and chicken wing stew.
Yum.
It sounds really good. It looked kind of odd. It had like a white foam at the bottom that didn't really look very nice to me.
Yes.
Joe made chicken and kale stew with suya and banga spice. Okay.
Sure.
Jay made poached mackerel and wilted arugula in a beef stew.
I'm not gonna lie, the mackerel sounded really good to me.
Oh, I was gonna say that sounds really gross to me. So I love it. But I've never had mackerel, so I don't know anything.
I love mackerel. I love a good like grilled fish.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Wait, describe it to me one more time and I want to be the tiebreaker.
Okay, I think you're gonna like it. Poached mackerel and wilted arugula in a beef stew.
Yum. I love arugula as well.
Yes, I love arugula. Okay, so those are our little quick fire dishes. And on the bottom, we had Nick and Evelyn. On top, we had Buddha, Damar, and Jackson. And our winner is Buddha. They loved his peanut dish.
We love.
Mhm.
And we love him. He's so cute.
Yes.
Yeah, he was going for it.
Now, if I may add a bit of dramatic flair, we had a little lightning crash in the Top Chef kitchen. Ooh, because Jurassic Park is here. One of the boldest branded challenges I have ever seen.
Absolutely.
It was so funny to me. And then they bring in Chris Pratt for the second time. He's been on the show twice now.
I know, I can't believe it. He's been on the show 2 more times than me, and I think that's absolutely sick. I think that should be
It's
illegal.
unacceptable,
Yes.
actually.
Him and Bryce Dallas Howard coming in hot on a monitor from a 20-minute shoot where I'm sure they were told, hey, you guys get an hour with them. And they're like, actually, you have 7 minutes with them. Film this in one take. Film them being like, hey, chefs, we're in Jurassic Park. Goodbye. And you get the challenge where Joe Flam walks out and is wearing this whole thing was chaotic. He's wearing completely normal clothes and a cowboy hat. And he's like, you might be wondering, I'm dressed super weird. And I was like, he's wearing like a chambray shirt, sneakers, khakis, and he has a cowboy hat. He had a little bandana on, but I was like, you don't look like freaky or anything. Whatever.
They should have had him in one of those inflatable dinosaur costumes.
Yeah, that would have been cute.
I think that would have been a lot more fun.
Then, almost like a mistake, we see a random CGI dinosaur that doesn't cut to or from anything. I don't understand it. This was really chaotic for me. And then everyone gets divided up into teams based on what dinosaur they pull in a knife pull. So it's one of 3 dinosaurs is what you could pull, and they want one of each of those dinosaurs on a team. So the first course was assigned to the Mosasaurus, which is a sea dinosaur.
Is that a real dinosaur, or is that made up for the TV show?
That's real.
I will say it sounds fucking fake to me, but
Yeah,
I know it's real.
it is real.
One of my things that I love to do, because I love to just scare myself, is to look up things that are just crazy big. I'm a very small person. I like to scare myself.
She is so small.
I'm just amazingly small, actually. And that's definitely one of the things that is just so huge. It was very fun to look up. That's the only reason that I know that it's real.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it looks very frightening. Second course is a Quetzalcoatlus, which is an air dinosaur.
Is that real?
I think that's all. I think they're all real. I don't think Jurassic Park is in the business of making up dinosaurs when some people already believe dinosaurs.
But they are. I feel like they've made up a bunch of dinosaurs, right? Didn't they make up the one in the first Chris Pratt movie?
The one where they combine one?
I can't be expected to know that.
Yeah, Reika, you know a lot about dinosaurs and movies and
Yeah,
Chris
nature
Pratt.
passions. Cool. The third course is a velociraptor, which is a land dinosaur. So, you can kind of see where people are going to go with all of this stuff.
I've heard of that one.
Yes. Now, Jordan, would you like to take over the dishes?
I am. Today I'm taking over the dishes. So everybody cheer me on because this is normally Reika's job.
Yeah, cheer Jordan on, but don't say shit to me when I do it all.
Don't talk to Reika at all. That's Reika's job. I'm nervous.
Yeah, Jordan's shy.
I'm shy.
That's shy.
Okay, so we have the red team, which is the water one. And Buddha is first on the team. And he made this pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I thought that it was very, very ambitious of him to use alligator.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, wow. But apparently he knew what he was doing. I was very taken aback.
I mean, he said he had cooked crocodile, which I just think is like a tougher alligator, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I don't know.
What I appreciate about him is that I think I was worried in the beginning when he was kind of pulling out a lot of fancy tricks to do things. Like, oh my God, no, is he one of those chefs that kind of puts tricks before food? But he seems like a really passionate, good chef. So I love that.
Absolutely. He made smoked alligator, potato, beets, and salmon roe with an alligator cream. I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm going to give this a thumbs down on what it sounds like it tastes like. I've had alligator. I've never thought I wanted a cream of it, but I'll give a thumbs up because very interesting.
I think creative, ambitious, alligator cream, if I can say, does make me feel sick
Sure.
to hear about it. So that's my thought.
I will
Yeah.
say I agree with you. A+ for effort and creativity, execution as well.
Yeah.
But A for alarming in terms of
Right.
what those things look like when
A
they
for alligator cream. Yeah.
A for alligator
Absolutely.
cream.
And we're not here for it. Okay. Then, hold on. Oh my God.
Oh, you're so fine.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Well, we'll come. Guys, this is not my normal job. I update the Instagram. Hold on.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm still reeling thinking about the aftertaste of the alligator cream.
Okay, good.
I think it's one of those things where sometimes we make fun of them for like calling like a soup a consomme or whatever, like kind of fancying up words. I think that is one of those things you should think of a different word.
Yeah, don't call it alligator cream, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please.
Okay. I can't find the other two red ones, so I'm going to get them in just a second. But for now, we're going to move on to the green team, which maybe this was water. Wait.
So Jordan, each team has one of the dinosaurs. So there's 3 different dinosaurs in each team. So
For each course, right?
So first course is Mosasaurus. Second course is
Got it.
Each team. Got it. Okay, cool.
Did you get the kiss I gave you?
Huh?
You get the kiss I gave you?
Thank you.
I got confused.
It's
Okay, so now we're back on track. I really thought they were all on the same
it's
team.
confusing.
My brain broke. I was like, okay. So then I got it. So we're still on water, which is
the teams have no names because
oh my goodness.
has
Wow.
yeah.
So embarrassing. Okay. So then Damar from the green team for water, he made a dukkha fried oyster or dukkha fried oyster with Fresno chow chow and oyster cream. This is what it looks like.
That sounds great. I really do have to protest the use of the word cream. This is a better use. It makes me feel very ill, but I think this sounds really good.
I give thumbs up and I say I'm here for oyster cream because that is something I've had before.
That's great.
I'm going to say thumbs up in terms of execution again. Personally, I'm a little bit scared of eggs in a cream, but it makes it feel like savory boba. So I don't know if I want to get into that territory personally.
Oh, sure. Yeah, everybody sound off in the chat about eggs in a cream. Sound off in the chat about egg creams.
Yeah. Also, just to be clear, because I'm getting some questions about it, I was not telling Reka to shut up with that kiss. I was embarrassed and got something very easy wrong. And then Reka explained it to me very calmly. So I was giving her a little kiss. Does that make sense? Reka, did you think I was telling you to shut up? Okay, good. Someone was like, did you tell Reka to shut up? I was like, I don't think so. And then I was like,
but like in a movie, when it is always like 2 cis hetero people and the woman is saying truly anything and the guy's like, shh. Wait,
yeah,
shut up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So funny.
Okay, so the next for our first course, Nick from the brown team made a crab croquette with pepper puree and pecans. Hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Sign me up for a pecan on a savory dish.
Yes.
That looked very fancy.
Yes.
I loved it. And Nick's my favorite. We all know that. Okay, next we have air. I get it now. I see what happened, Rika. I got so confused. Okay. Evelyn from the brown team made a pork tenderloin with black garlic sauce, pecan crumble, and sweet potato puree. Hello. Oh, look at that. I love black garlic. I love pecans. I'm giving this 2 thumbs up.
I know, it smells good. Pecan City over here. You know what I mean?
Definite thumbs up from me as well.
Yeah.
I love that. Rika, it did sound like you said Pecan City to the rear. What did you say?
I said over here.
Over here.
Hey, Pecan City in my ass. You know what I mean?
I was like, oh, interesting. Okay. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Ashley from the green team made a Shito wing with watermelon relish. Oh my God. I'm not as good.
I love when people use like watermelon or watermelon rind to make like a relish with something. I think that sounds awesome.
Me too.
Mhm.
I don't know what a Shito wing is. Let's look it up.
Let's look it
I
up.
don't know if this is a type of bird or if it's like, oh, okay. Shito is a hot pepper sauce.
Oh, like a shashito?
No, Shito it's from Ghana.
Okay.
Looks delicious. I've never had it. I wasn't sure if it was like the type of bird it was.
Sound off
But
if
it was
you've had
great.
Cheeto.
What?
Sound off in the chat if you've had Cheeto.
Yeah. Okay, and then Joe from the red team made a barbecue stuffed quail with romesco sauce and roasted carrots.
I eat
This
that.
one.
Jordan, tell us why.
I think this is pretty boring. This is something that like my friend's rich mom would make like for Thanksgiving because she doesn't want to make like real food and she would like order this from Gelson's. Do you know what I mean?
It's funny that you bring that up because I, in a way, have a reference to a movie where a rich mom orders this for a meal because she can't cook, which is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Of course.
Who, in a way, is a mom.
A rich mom? She's rich?
They live in a really nice San Francisco house. And she must be making bank nannying her own children.
That's true.
She orders...
Wait, sorry. Mrs. Doubtfire is the rich woman you're talking about? Not Sally Field? Okay.
So she fucks up the lobster and then she orders all this food. And I always remember the little tiny baby carrots on the side of the plate because I remember they looked really unseasoned. All right, moving on.
Okay, now that we've worked through that.
Thank you.
That one looked very safe, I will say.
That's a great
absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. Okay. Then for the next course, land, Jay from the red team made a duo of lamb, which was a spiced rack of lamb and a lamb meatball with pickled Napa cabbage. Here's it right here, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down, unfortunately.
Oh, I was going to give a thumbs up, honestly, until I saw it again.
It looks bad, and it's like, why? I don't need to say anymore. Just why with a question mark.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on. I never would think to turn lamb into a meatball.
Sure, okay.
And I feel like I agree with what the judges said in that it was a bit overly ambitious to have it do so many things on one plate.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, they also seem to have an issue on the show when you take like perfectly good meat and make it into meatballs.
I think that's stupid. I'm just like, meat is meat. And I understand what you're saying of like, why turn something so fancy into something that you normally make with like meat that's not good or whatever. But it's like, it's still good. Like if you make a meatball with like the nicest beef in the world, it's going to taste delicious. And while it's something that might not make sense in your personal life cost-wise, I'm like, if you're a top chef and you're really going for it, like, why wouldn't you be making everything that you could afford to do in your challenges, like, as tasty as possible?
Right. Elaine brings up an awesome point, which is that, yes, when Robin Williams moves out in the movie, he is struggling money-wise. He's in an apartment. He did make a lot of money doing voiceover in that movie, you know, but yes, you're right. On his own, he might need that money from nannying. And I would say Sally Field is probably the breadwinner in that family. Miranda.
Yeah. Well, voice acting is the most lucrative of any form of acting.
That's what I'm saying. So
if you can get in there in that kind of market, then and you have some kind of like recognizable voice, you're set.
Get on in.
Wow.
Get on in.
Okay, I'll do it. Next, we have Luke for the green team. He made braised short rib and broccoli with onions that were made to look like talons and a seaweed broth. This is what it looked like, and I'm going to give it a big, juicy thumbs up.
I think beef and broccoli, even though there's room for that to be pretty basic, sounds really good.
I thought that it looked good, and then I was kind of sad when they said that it wasn't hitting the notes that they were looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, and then last we had Jackson, my nemesis. He made a fudgy cacao cake with sweet potato, pecan, and raspberry blood made to look like a footprint of a dinosaur. We have to give it 2 thumbs up. We have to admit that we stand Jackson, even though he is.
I think that fucking rules. Sweet potato chocolate, to me, put it all over me. I love that. I love the creative little footprint. I love trying to make a dessert. That all rolls to me.
Yeah, I thought it felt a little bit like, Reka, if you and I had a baby and that baby was a dessert, I think it would be that dessert because it had the sweet potato, it had the chocolate, it had the fruit, and then it had sweet potato and pecans, which kind of we both love.
Yeah. Aww.
I don't know much about this man, but this was a creative dish, and I love it.
You should know, and Jordan knows this. Jordan is wrong. Jordan hates him for some reason.
Not for some reason, Reka, for no reason.
For no reason.
Nothing wrong.
He's got a little bit of a smirk, but has been nothing but nice. Like there's been no moment where he's like, oh, there it is. He's just been nice. He had COVID before the show. A little tick he has is he repeats it a lot because he doesn't have a sense of taste or smell, which simply
sucks. What?
Yes, because he's on the show and he's doing very, very well.
Wow, that's impressive. I'm sorry that I kind of am a fan of your worst enemy, Jordan.
Well, Jordan doesn't know why.
Okay.
Absolutely wrong. I don't know what it is. I think it's his smirk. Something about it is like off-putting to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you would eat food from him, but you don't want to ever be alone with him.
Sure, but like also I do because like why not? Because he didn't do anything wrong. Like I'm the villain ultimately. It's kind of like how Plankton hates SpongeBob, but like SpongeBob didn't do anything. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But
So you're saying
Plankton.
He shouldn't be alone with you. That's what it is.
And I think Plankton hates SpongeBob because SpongeBob is successful.
Wow.
And as I texted Jordan before this stream, SpongeBob, according to my friend who works at Nickelodeon, is 35 years old, like as a man. The show debuted in 1999, but SpongeBob himself is 35 years old.
I did not know that.
Yeah, sound off in the chat how you feel about it. And that's true. Kendall brings up a good point. Plankton also doesn't like SpongeBob because he has the Krabby Patty formula.
But SpongeBob isn't like thinking about that. Do you know what I mean? Like
that's what I mean. And I think even that makes Plankton jealous. Like SpongeBob isn't thinking about that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do sing that song about friendship. F is for friends who do stuff together. Listen, I don't need to go into it right now. I've only seen 3 pieces of media. Okay. But do sound off in the chat about how old he is. Thank you, Kendall. Kendall likes that he's 35. I like that he could run for president. I like that he has a job and that his house is edible.
Yeah, Reka has become infatuated with the concept of SpongeBob, that SpongeBob could theoretically run for president almost because he's 35.
Yeah.
So
what's our basis for that? Does he have any like political standing?
I feel like he has a good reputation.
He seems like a socialist.
Like he's active in the community.
Yeah.
He loves his neighbors.
He loves his neighbors.
He does.
I feel like he would be nice to homeless people for sure. I don't think he would I don't think he would be an Eric Adams.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, he's always reaching out to people. I feel like his outreach is good. He has tenacity.
He definitely has tenacity. He's charming. He's kind of like a more likable Pete Buttigieg.
I was just gonna say Pete Buttigieg.
SpongeBob is gay. We also all know that.
Yes.
Canonically. And people will drop in the chat, oh, but SpongeBob dated Sandy. Okay, don't make me rattle off the list of men that I've dated.
Right.
Okay, you know what I mean? Like things happen and then you sort stuff out and then you end up where you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
Sandy's the only one with her head on straight in Bikini Bottom. So like, yeah, everyone wants to kind of date Sandy.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like, what does she have? Like 3 PhDs? Yeah, sign me up.
Astronaut in the ocean. What the hell?
If you were a character from SpongeBob, which character would you be? Not who's your favorite, which would you be? Be honest with yourself.
Please don't make me Squidward. Please.
Rika, be
I don't-
honest with.
I don't want to be him.
Be honest.
I don't want to. I don't like him. Can I be Gary?
No. You are not a Gary, Rika.
Mm. Okay.
Naajia?
I'm ready. I would absolutely, I'm sorry to say, I would be Patrick. 100%. He just lives life so carefree. I think that ignorance is bliss, and your boy is living that as his mantra.
No way. You would be SpongeBob.
I would be SpongeBob? Is it the work ethic?
I think you have a really strong work ethic. I think you have like a lot going on. I think you're really positive, but also like you can be affected emotionally like by other people's emotions because you're kind of an empath.
Ooh.
So yeah, I think you're SpongeBob. Rika,
Please.
we all know what's going on with you.
No! Can't be.
Definitely Patrick. Kendall's a Patrick hardcore.
Am I that horrible?
No, I'm just kidding. Who am I?
People are saying you're Pearl. I can buy that.
Pearl's like too hot to be me.
That's false. You guys
She's like
are.
a big, sexy, you know?
She's a big sassy cheerleader whale.
Wait, okay. I am Pearl. I'm
Yeah.
a sexy cheerleader whale.
I think so.
Kendall says it's because I'm spoiled.
That's
How
funny.
dare she? Just because I don't like to do anything myself doesn't mean I'm spoiled.
I mean, and there's more spoiled characters on the show, to be fair. There's Squilliam Fancy Son.
That's
Remind me
true.
who that is.
He's a fancier version of Squidward that's successful.
He's kind of better than him in every way.
Okay,
Are you talking
where
about
did he
Mrs.
come from?
Puff, Elaine? Listen, am I really Squidward? I'll take it. I'll lay in my bed if I'm Squidward, but
I don't think I think you sometimes like to give off Squidward energy, but in your heart of hearts, I too think you are also a SpongeBob. Rika has the most unhinged work ethic of any person I've ever met. So
What do you mean?
Rika just like literally will have like a full-time job writing for a TV show, and she'll be like, I should take a pilot writing class. And I'm like, you're so stupid. You literally write for a TV show right now. You don't have to keep working. But Rika always wants to like level up her success, which has made her very successful. But
Yes.
also sometimes she should take a vacation.
something
Do
to
you
think
hear me,
about.
Rika?
Something to think about. Okay, so that would go. What was the next dish?
That was all of them. That's all the dishes.
Oh, gorgeous. Okay, so then we're at judges table.
So now we're at judges table,
Yes.
and they were very happy in general with everything that happened, but the winner ended up being Evelyn. Very exciting.
Yes.
And then, or excuse me, not Evelyn. Evelyn Jackson, the whole Brown team won. I'm thinking of Evelyn because she won the quick fire. The whole Brown team won. So Evelyn, Jackson, and Nick, and they got to, or get to, go to the Jurassic Park premiere.
Which,
That's
if
exciting.
I can be honest,
Mm-hmm.
of the prizes on Top Chef, so like Naajia, for like context, sometimes the prize is like you win $10,000. You each win a brand new car. You win
Oh my
a
God.
week trip to Italy. Then sometimes the prize is like you win a book. You win a knife bag. You win tickets to a movie.
Yes. But
What?
do you think that a movie premiere is exciting for someone who's like not in the industry?
It might be. It might be. It might also just be like nothing. Like if you're, I can just imagine getting like shuffled around if you're not VIP there and being kind of like not having the best time. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm full of shit.
Okay.
Never been that lucky to go to a premiere, but I mean, I'd be pretty excited. I do feel what you're saying, though, in that if I had just seen somebody win, you know, a new BMW, the challenge prior, I would have thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, because it's like tickets to a premiere for a movie that clearly paid so much money to have branded advertising. I mean,
Sure.
movie tickets like $20. Like see, that's the police to take me away. Okay. Gorgeous. So on the bottom,
On the bottom
right? And then
is Joe and Jay. Very sad. So we hate to see it, but Joe went home.
Bummer.
Really sad. We really like Joe. Joe can still come back in Last Chance Kitchen, maybe. Who knows? We never know. Say again.
Had questions about that and how that works.
Please ask them.
Okay, so I saw that Joe went home or was eliminated. It looked like they were taking it very well. And I was like, damn, like if this was me, I would have been crying. Yeah. But I was like, wow, look at them taking it with such poise. And then the next clip was like, let's see what happens in Last Chance Kitchen. There's a possibility for them to not go home?
Yes, it's a new thing that came about a couple years ago where there's an extra competition outside of the competition. And at first it was just like whoever wins Last Chance Kitchen gets to come back in like basically at the very end. But now they do all kind of weird things where like in the middle of the season, they'll just be like, we're bringing one person in from Last Chance Kitchen. And it's gotten like kind of weird. I don't know what they're going to do with it moving forward. What do you think about it, Rika?
I like it. I think it's cool because some people get eliminated on like a fluke. It'll be like a team challenge and they did an okay job, but their partner didn't or something and they get eliminated anyway. Or that challenge just like really wasn't their day or whatever. So I like the opportunity to be like, no, I actually do kick ass. And especially when you see people like Brother Luck who like got out pretty early in his season and beat like 8 or 9 people. To get thrown back into the competition. That is so cool to see.
That is true.
Yeah, so I like it.
Okay.
But that's just me. Hey. Gorgeous. What do we all think of this episode?
I liked it.
I liked it. I thought that the branding was truly chaotic.
I'm just like, whatever, let them lean in. Like, they're not trying to hide it at least. So I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah. How about you, Naajia, as your first Top Chef episode?
It was, and I'm not going to lie, I love watching movies. I love the Jurassic Park franchise, dare I say. So I was quite excited to see that it was a Jurassic Park themed episode. I thought that the one guy, your arch nemesis's dish was Jackson. His dish was the highlight of the episode for me. And I will say, like they did get really aggressive on the branding, but I was kind of here for it, low key.
Oh yeah. Naajia, we got a question in the chat for you from Jason, who looked up stuff, your work, and said, I read you were an ESL teacher. I did that for several years too. How do you feel it helps you with your current job?
Oh man, I was an ESL teacher. I was a kindergarten and preschool teacher for 2 years in Korea. And I feel like I was just talking to our social media manager about this today, but my patience is unmatched, I will say. That, and I feel like working with little kids, especially, you kind of start to think about situations in a bigger framework. Like you're like, okay, what could possibly go wrong here? Because I feel like, and Jordan knows this because they've worked with kids before too. So many things can go wrong where you're like, I don't know how this is happening, but now we need to find a solution. So solution oriented is the goal. And that is a skill that I've attained, being solution oriented.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
People are also wondering what the single most delicious thing you've eaten at Sporked is and what was the worst.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this was recent. This is probably my most favorite ice cream ever now, but recently we tried this Trader Joe's non-dairy boba ice cream. Amazing. There's 2 currently in my freezer right now. I'm
so good.
It's amazing. If you cannot have dairy and you love boba, please, I definitely recommend it. And then the worst thing ever. Well, okay, we did this sardines taste test. I had never had a sardine prior to that. And I was like, wow, okay, the smell is really strong, but the taste of it is fine as long as it's in olive oil.
Yeah, you actually liked it more than you thought. You were like scared to try them and then you ended up liking them.
I did. They were creamy, and I was like, okay, like I can get behind this. But then, I kept, this is gonna get very TMI very fast. I kept like having gross sardine burps for the rest of the day and evening into my mask, like on the way home. And I was so nauseous, just drowning in this sardine smell. I really almost threw up. So sardines and me do not mix. My cat was loving it though.
Oh, gorgeous. Am I correct? Someone told me recently cats love to like smell your mouth and like your whole face and stuff. So yeah,
Yes.
cat's probably obsessed.
Oh yeah, he was living for it. He likes to take baths after he eats so that he smells like meat. So when I was smelling like meat, he was like, "You're on my page finally."
Finally getting with the program.
Yeah, you get it now.
Cats are wild.
Elaine wants to know if Jordan has made you do the mustard spoon.
I haven't, but if you ever hit me up at, around 3 or 4 p.m., that's when I start crashing at work.
Okay, that's so interesting because last time I was running around with the mustard spoon, Naajia was who knows where. So
I was at my desk.
She was at her desk and her cat was fucking licking the inside of her mouth. What do you mean?
Robert Naajia brings cats to work.
I
That's
wish. My guy's too grumpy. It's like he craves the outside, but as soon as he gets it, he's like, I didn't want this. It's not like this.
Sure.
Gorgeous. Well, Naajia, if people want to see more of your work, where should they go?
Well, more and more of my articles are slowly being released on the Sporked website. So if you're looking for writing content of mine, that's where you can find that. On Instagram, I do like to make art and upload it. Not very frequently. I will put a disclaimer there, but I've been making art since high school, and that was a long time ago. But I do like to make art on Instagram. My Instagram is Strawberry Shukri, which is a play on words with my last name and this kind of dessert that my kids thought that I was saying my last name was in Korea.
Oh, that's really cute. Awesome. Well, Naajia, thank you so much for being on the show. And I'm getting kind of word over here. I can tell her. Okay. Okay, thanks so much. Okay. Have a good night. Take care. Naajia, that was a Bravo producer that kind of came into the kitchen and they told me to tell you that you are top chef.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Does this mean that I get all of the refrigerators that don't quite close?
Yes, you get that
Wow.
and the title, the big kahuna title.
You get the whole thing because a lot of people don't know that there are two ways to become a top chef. You can either compete on the reality TV competition, Top Chef, and win, or you can be on our YouTube live stream show for charity.
Wow.
Either way, an Indian woman will tell you you're a top chef.
I love this. That's honestly the way that they should be doing it from now on.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. This was a total blast. Thank you guys for putting up with the technical difficulties. We're sorry about that. And I wish I could tell you why it happened, but the YouTube live stream said excellent connection the entire time. So I'm hardwired. I'm hardwired into the internet. So you can't even tell me it was my Wi-Fi. You really can't.
We're gonna sleep on it this week and try to figure this out for y'all.
Exactly. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.